gonna get ya, gonna get you good. You're never gonna see me come, but I'll be there.
Superior Siren adds eerie folk and attitude to your playlist. Two painters approach their abstract work with an open mind.
The observer can come to it with their experiences, and they can take from it what they need.
Sometimes I just think of a clever title and then it just sort of goes from there.
Jean Schrammick writes cunning characters in scripts and screenplays. Meet these artists and hear more music, this time on The Playlist.
Funding for The Playlist is provided by the citizens of Minnesota through the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
They play folk music with an ethereal edge. Please welcome Superior Siren to The Playlist.
Big, beautiful creature, you come from the mark beneath this cedar. I'm calling you to me. Come quickly, I'm calling you to me from the shores of the sea. Big, beautiful creature, bring me your heart, or bring me your keeper. Where on this earth does your soul dwell? Can I open you up and take a smell? I am after your heart. I am after your heart. Fear strikes deep when you hand me your chalice. Slaved away till your hands grew callous. I will not eat you, defeat you, or burn. I will only love in return. I am after your heart. I am after your heart. Big, beautiful creature, you come from the mark beneath the cedar. I'm calling you to me. Come quickly, I'm calling you to me from the shores of the sea. Big, beautiful creature, big, beautiful creature, big, beautiful creature, big, beautiful creature.
Thank you. Many layers will go on and they'll come off and then they'll shape and they'll move around. I can also scrape and pull the wood off as much as I want so that I can get through to colors that I painted underneath. I am A.J. Atwater, and I am an abstract painter. In the palette that I use, I try to limit the palette each time so I don't have every color, but I'm trying to learn about using sort of 4 or 5 colors. But my goal is to have a series of paintings reflect each other. For me, that learning process is fabulous because I go from one to the other, and each one informs the one before and the one after.
Now, a lot of things what I do is I will keep changing the canvas to sort of get a feel for what I want to do. There's a part where you're thinking subject, and there's a part when you're thinking just the spatial relationships. Don't rub in everything. Play with it a bit. Play the surface that it's going to have something of a character. So I don't have anything in mind. But right now it's just placing color upon color, that's all. My name is Elizabeth Kuth, and I'm a painter. I'm an abstract expressionist. I'm looking for something of a metaphor or a motif that speaks to me.
This is an exhibit on 2 floors, 300 pieces, 6 galleries. 2 abstract artists who paint differently but have the same outcome, that is quality and authentic pieces.
To me, it has a childlike or animal-like character to it, and also because of how her edges are here. This surface here speaks to me.
The power of non-objective art is that the observer can come to it with their experiences and they can take from it what they need.
It's about relationships, okay? Abstraction or modern art is about relationships. You're no longer thinking object in your head. You're putting something down and then you're relating to it. I'm putting this down and I'm putting this down.
It has to follow the laws of aesthetics, I think, and that's what makes me feel and makes me determine when something is finished. It has to be balanced, it has to be proportioned, it has to have a sense of completeness and pleasure.
It's an opportunity to engage in something that will touch you if you look.
I can say that the energy that was in my studio that night is kind of informing my pieces. You know, it's just the generosity of so many people moving through here, enjoying what was going on. That energy stays with me, both subconsciously and consciously. And, you know, that's pretty cool.
She's adept at incorporating contemporary themes and local culture in her scripts and screenplays. Welcome to the playlist, Jean.
Hello, Karen.
Jean Schrammick, you are the puppeteer behind all kinds of really awesome theater.
Ironically, not puppet theater.
Oh, maybe
Maybe
soon.
I should try that.
Maybe soon.
You're right.
So tell me a little bit about the youth theater that you've been working on.
Well, I've been working with the Myers-Wilkins Theater Camp for about 15 years. I started out as a writing partner with Margie Preuss, and we wrote plays together for that project for many years. And for the last, I think, 6 or 7 years, it's just been me. and I build them a play every year. They tell me what they want to be studying, what the kids are interested in, what social themes, what teachable moments the kids are interested in, and then I have lots and lots of ideas, and somehow I put them together and write a play with songs that the kids perform every July. So
that's the kind of sneaky part, to give them that other way in to a melody and to a theme, because if you put something to music, it sticks with you in a different way.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your writing process. Start with the title, really? You start with the title?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I say, sometimes I just think of a clever title and then it just sort of goes from there, which I know is the opposite way that some people work, that they have trouble thinking of a title. For some reason, that always gives me an inspiration.
And then are you one who every weekday from 9 to 11?
No, I am not. I am not
computer?
one of those writers. I know that that's the way you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to think of it as a job, and I know there are people who work that way. I tend to write more in the margins of my life. I tend to kind of distract myself with various projects and just get inspired by things that are in my daily life. So, I mean, when I have a deadline, I have to get it done, obviously.
Deadline inspiration always works.
But yeah, I'm not a 9-to-5 kind of writer.
How do you test out that humor? Because humor's tricky
for
a lot of people.
You're right. I am very used to working collaboratively. I have been very lucky. Someone asked me years ago, how do you people know if something's funny? Do you all just do something, and if you all laugh at it, you say it must be funny? And I thought, oh dear God, that is what we do. That sounds so flaky, but I guess that's how it works, is just to trust your instincts and your own sense of humor.
That's one of the things that I know that we've got to witness is a project called Pirates of the Carrot Bean.
That's right.
And it was about
that
nutrition.
Margie and I, yep, it's about healthy eating and exercising, but it's funny.
We are the pirates of the carrot bean. Our ship is sparkling clean. Our teeth are milky white, and our breeches fit just right, and none of us is mean.
The most recent thing that you've been working on, kind of new to Duluth, is a web series called Old Lifty.
Yep. So
now screenwriting is maybe like theater, maybe different. What have you found out?
It's completely different. It's not like switching from using a pencil to using a pen. I mean, it's completely everything about it is different.
And what is funny about the character of Old Lifty? We're referring to the aerial lift bridge here in Duluth, right?
Well, there are people who find that job of being an aerial lift bridge operator not funny, but intriguing and interesting, because not very many people can ever have that job. And not very many people have ever had it.
Which is one of the interesting things about the history of.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it'll be fun to see what the history of Jean Schrammick is when you have blazed a path through our community that really touches on a lot of things that we hold dear and that maybe we should laugh at a little bit more.
That's a great way of putting it.
All right. Thank you so much for
Thank
taking
you.
time, and good luck all the way around.
Thanks.
This song is called Rattlesnake. I'm gonna get you good. You're never gonna see me come, but I'll be there. I'm gonna get you good. You're never gonna see me come, but I'll be there. You think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm weird, but baby, still thinking of me. You can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't dream, without dreaming of me. Gonna get you good. You're never gonna see me come, but I'll be there. I'm gonna get you good. You're never gonna see me come, but I'll be there. You got 3 or 4 reasons to leave me. I got 25 reasons to stay. You got 5 or 6 ways to teach me. I got one fine body today. Wake up, baby, I'm trying to tell you that you need me. Wake up, baby, I'm trying to show you the light. Gonna get you good. You're never gonna see me coming, but I'll be there. I'm gonna get you someday. I'm gonna get you, maybe today.
We are in the studio with Laura Sellner of Superior Siren. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me about this, this group of musicians you play with.
I think what first started this all-female group was Rachel Gobin. I met her through working at Zeitgeist Arts Cafe and thought that the cello would be a good fit to the sound that I was trying to create. And she was more than willing to join, and so we started working together. And then for Homegrown 2015, I needed someone on percussion, and Emma Diener had approached me and said if I ever need a drummer to ask her, and I had seen her perform and liked her minimal style. And I've kind of had, I guess, a dream to have an all-female band, and so we sought out a female bassist. I asked around, I was looking for the stand-up bass, and so I asked my, fellow peers of what they thought, and many recommended Nissa Kraus, and so we're happy to have her. This was actually the first performance that we've had with Nissa, live performance, and I'd say it went pretty well.
Yes.
Yeah. yes. So we're really happy. We plan to continue to work together, and we are really looking forward to future gigs.
What we just listened to had wonderful dynamics in loud and soft and tempo changes. Do you have a classical training in music, or where does that come from?
Well, I'm classically trained with music. I sang in choir all my life. So singing, I kind of had that feel, but growing up I was introduced to an eclectic amount of music, different genres, and I liked all sorts of things. And so I guess I'm kind of trying to bring the dynamics of all the sounds that I like, and also just, how the dynamics of life into the sound as well.
Is there a female vocalist or a vocalist that you admire, or you say, okay, that person's just doing something that really inspires me or gives me goosebumps,
Well, I'd say I have more male artists that I favor. The most influential artist for me right now is Timber Timbre. It's a Canadian band that's very eerie and creepy. But I'm definitely influenced by strong female musicians. What comes to mind is Fiona Apple and Lauryn Hill and Erykah Badu. Yes.
Tell me a little bit about your songwriting, lyrics or melody, or which
It's
comes
both.
first?
It's both. I do write a lot, so it's if I come up with a melody that I like, I can kind of see what fits well, what lyrics fit well. But I found that the most inspiring songs and my favorite songs that I write are the songs that just all come together at once, where it's music, lyrics, and it's, I sit down and something just comes to mind and I produce it, and it's very satisfying.
Okay, so what do you sing in the shower?
I sing a lot. I mean, it definitely depends on the day. But today in the shower, I sang Frank Ocean. I'm a big fan of Frank Ocean. Very soulful.
Next question, or last question, is how do I find you? Do you have releases out there that we can seek out? What's the best way for people to connect?
The best way is to go to my website, superiorsiren.com, and there's everything on there, information, music, upcoming events. Also, the Facebook page is a good, reliable source. We do hope to record. I hope to record with a band. I have one EP out, but I would love to record these songs with these gals because I think it would be really good.
Yeah, you're not going to be anonymous or even quiet for a very long time. So,
Yes.
Congratulations and thank you.
Thank
Nice
you for
job.
having us.
You're welcome.
This next one is called Trying Too Hard.
Trying so hard to feel something, worth something, that means something. Trying so hard to be something for you. The idea of what it could be, I was better than it should be. The idea of what it could be, I was better than it is. Lives locked, undressed, nothing to impress, left lost in the thought of the past. Eyes locked, hold stop, empty as the pot, still cold of a lump in my chest. Trying so hard to feel something, worth something, that means something. Trying so hard to be something for you. The idea of what it could be, I was better than it should be. The idea of what it could be, I was better than it is. Trying so hard to feel something, worth something, that means something. Trying so hard to be something for you. The idea of what it could be is I was better than it should be. The idea of what it could be, I was better than it is. My teeth by the shoulder, cut the noose, she'll let you under. I am hot, I am wet, I am mint. Slide the leg, let you under, leave us both lost in wonder. Cold shower to ignore our intent. But I will walk out on you, I will never beat you. I hang my hat and I leave it, no regrets. So don't count on me to be there when we're through. I am rock, I am solid, I am it. Trying so hard to feel something, worth something, that means something. Trying so hard to be something for you. The idea of what it could be is I was better than it should be. The idea of what it could be, I was better than it is. vagabond, baby, I will roll over you, roll over you. I'm a heartbreaker, baby, I will never be true. I'm a vagabond, baby, I will roll over you. I'm a man-eater, baby, and I'm trying so hard to feel something, worth something. I'm trying so hard to be something for you. The idea of what it could be is always better. The idea. Don't underestimate me. Don't underestimate me. Don't underestimate me. Don't underestimate me.